Now it's gonna get spicy and good.
Why her voice like that?
Spicy and good.
What kind of ghost possessed her? Is it the ghost of bad cooking? Because adobo not supposed to be spicy.
Is the third time the charm for Rachael. Today we're going to be seeing how she makes her chicken adobo, and if you haven't seen her previous two videos that we have also reviewed with Uncle Roger, then you should see those after seeing this one. If you are new to the channel, my name is James Makinson. I've been cooking for many years in the United States and over here in Europe, and I have plenty of other recipe videos and reaction videos on my YouTube channel as well. And if you do happen to enjoy this video or one of the others, then be sure to give them a like, give them a share, and also don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already, so you don't miss out on any future content. Now, let's get started.
Rachael Ray, the American Jamie Oliver, the Karen of cooking. She destroyed pho, she destroyed pad thai. Today, let's see if she destroyed Filipino adobo.
It's a Filipino classic, chicken adobo.
Let's see how this one turns out, because the other two were, well, I won't tell you guys if you haven't seen those videos, but they were, how do you put it, interesting, you know? I mean, they weren't really like authentic, and she definitely put her own twist on them. So if you haven't seen them, I'll leave a link down below for you guys to check those out.
So you start with a big old Dutch oven and brown up 2 pieces
Chicken
of
thigh
chicken
good?
per adult portion. Okay, so if you're entertaining 6 people, do 12 pieces.
6 people, 12 pieces. This depends on how much your guests actually eat and if they're children, because children don't normally eat as much as adults. So if you do have about 6 people, I would put maybe a little more than 12 pieces in. If it's really good and people like it, they may want more. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm talking about this recipe.
You brown that in some olive oil.
Olive oil, hiya, no olive oil for Asian food. Olive oil and Asian food, just like carbon fiber and submarine, they don't go together. Uncle Roger gonna start a group called Just Stop Olive Oil.
In the bottom of your
But
Dutch
browning,
oven
correct?
until it's nice and crispy on both sides.
Of course, if this is the only thing that you have at home, I mean, nobody's going to be like, you know, calling you out on it. But when you're actually showing people how to cook, maybe more of an authentic dish, it is a better idea to use more of a neutral flavored oil. There are some dishes, especially with more Asian dishes, that the flavor of the olive oil doesn't mix well with some of the ingredients. It doesn't go well.
Now it's gonna get spicy and good. Now
Why she suddenly sound like that?
it's gonna get spicy and good.
Why her voice like that?
Spicy and good.
What kind of ghost possessed her? Is it the ghost of bad cooking? Because adobo not supposed to be spicy.
But when you put an emphasis on the way that she said it with a super deep voice, yeah, it doesn't sound that good. But spicy, I wonder what she's going to be adding to this to make it spicy.
Now we're gonna add just a drizzle more oil because I barely got any dripping.
Even more olive oil.
The first level of is coarse black pepper.
Black pepper,
2
correct?
tablespoons. Don't be cheap on the black pepper. It's essential in the dish.
But
So I'm just eyeballing.
But it's a bit weird to throw black pepper in now. Usually we add black pepper into the marinade, not straight into oil like this. It's gonna get burnt.
Pot. Coarse black pepper.
There are many different ways with making adobo, but it is a little bizarre that she add cracked peppercorn to the oil, because you can toast the peppercorns beforehand, and toasting brings out more aroma, more fragrance from the peppers, which is a good thing. You want that.
We're going to reserve half of the chilies
Chili wrong.
the dish, and we're going to add half to the pot.
Even if chili correct, why are you using jalapeno? That's Mexican. If you want to use chili, use Filipino chili, siling labuyo.
I'm impressed. Uncle Roger knows his chili peppers. Now, if you can't get this specific type of chili, because sometimes, you know, ingredients can be a little difficult to find, you can substitute, I would say, with Thai. Jalapenos, they can be hot sometimes, but if you actually rate them on the Scoville units, they're not the hottest chili, and they do have a flavor that does add to the dish.
Of literally bulbs of crushed garlic.
Garlic
Get
good?
Really sweet
Lot of
and
garlic.
mellow in the sauce.
Nice.
Lots of fresh bay. Fresh bay.
Bay leaf
or
good?
laurel.
And fresh bay is gonna be Uncle Roger only fan nickname.
I would like to know why she isn't marinating the chicken first, because if you have to marinate something, this is usually the longest thing in the recipe. You do that first so it has time to marinate, and then you work on the other ingredients or the other processes that aren't as long.
That a stir, and it will clear out your sinuses, by the by. So keep your head back a little bit from the pot. And then a large bunch of scallions or green onions when they're
Spring onion, Uncle Roger don't cook inside the adobo. Uncle Roger just use spring onion at the end like topping. Or as Jamie Oliver like to call it, spring onion is pimpage.
The ultimate pimpage.
What was the other word that Jamie likes to use with his recipes?
Gnarly on both sides.
Gnarly. That's the word. Now, if we just take a quick look how Rachel has organized her workspace, the way that she has this set up is not practical. Why? Because she has all the cut and prepped ingredients in the middle of the cutting board, the bottles right next to the pan, and she could easily knock one of those bottles while she's putting the ingredients into the pot.
And we put the whites in the pot and reserve the tops or the greens for when the dish is done.
Okay, at least she got some at end.
Now we're gonna add 3/4 cup of vinegar.
Vinegar, correct? But Uncle Roger won't put vinegar straight in hot pan like that also. It's gonna reduce too much. Your adobo gonna be more sour than my ex-wife.
Pouring a lot of vinegar in there, and it depends on what type of vinegar she's using as well, because not every vinegar has the same acidity.
That's about 6 turns of the pan.
What? What'd she say?
What?
That's about 6 turns of the pan.
6 turn of pan? What kind of bullshit measurement is that? Surely it depends on how fast you pour, how big the pan is, everything. That's like asking someone how long you're gonna take. Oh, not long, just like 6 walk in the park. If you want to give bullshit measurement like this, just say use feeling, okay? Use feeling. Just pour vinegar, listen to your ancestor spirit.
That's about 6 turns of the pan.
This is not how you measure ingredients. This kind of reminds me of her pad thai video with the sugar.
Horrible light brown sugar.
1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons.
It's a completely different measuring system that I've never heard of.
That's about 6 turns of the pan. That will also clear your sinuses out, so back it up.
This woman just obsessed with clearing her sinuses. Your sinus got problem, just go see doctor.
A lot of you guys have said in the previous videos that she seemed a little tipsy, and she does seem quite lively in this one. I mean, if you compare the two, she really seems like lively or more sober.
And then we're gonna put in about the exact same amount of soy, or I'm using tamari.
Tamari? What is tamari? So tamari just means gluten-free soy sauce? Miss Rachel, why you like soy sauce for weak people? Why? Who these weak people who can't handle soy sauce? Who get killed by soy sauce? In Asia, almost every meal has soy sauce. How you live your life? Imagine at your funeral, people go, he died doing what he loved. Eating dim sum. Just use regular soy sauce. Or if you want to impress Filipino people, use Silver Swan brand.
Uncle Roger, if you're seeing this, you should really check out Joshua's chicken adobo recipe and Andy's pork adobo recipe, because both of those were really good. She's still not marinating the chicken, so I assume she's just going to cook the chicken in the liquid and that's it.
Or I'm using tamari aged soy sauce.
How many turn of pan is that?
Okay.
It's like 3 or 4.
And then we're going to sweeten it up with about 2 tablespoons of light brown sugar.
Sugar good?
Nice coating over the top.
Palm sugar would also be a good ingredient to use. If you don't have it, of course, then you can substitute. That's not an issue.
Oh my God, it smells so good.
That voice coming out again.
But it smells so good.
Uncle Roger don't feel comfortable.
When you put it like that, of course you don't feel comfortable. It sounds like something out of a horror movie.
And now we're going to drop the heat way down
Correct?
and let the chicken cook to finish through.
Nice. Okay, at least you put chicken back in.
Will come out.
You can just leave chicken in there and cook all in one pot. No need to separate out. But so far, so good. Miss Rachel, big improvement. Except for olive oil, all the steps actually pretty correct. Just have to leave it in pot, let it cook, and your adobo gonna be okay. Uncle Roger think this might actually turn out decent. Famous last word.
Did Uncle Roger speak too soon?
We're gonna leave this covered and simmering for about 35 minutes. Lid on.
Nice.
Heat way down. Garlic rice is a really big deal in Filipino cooking.
Correct, garlic rice, classic Filipino dish.
So we're gonna take another whole bulb of garlic, crush it, and throw it into
Wait.
chicken stock.
What?
We're gonna
No, you don't boil garlic. Hiya. Garlic rice, you just fry the garlic, fry the rice, and put together. That it. You're boiling garlic.
You see, these little steps are things that make these recipes so different. I hope she's gonna take the garlic out at the end, because otherwise when you're eating the adobo with the rice, you're just gonna have a big piece of garlic. I don't know, maybe she wants to take it out.
cook our rice in chicken stock rather than in water so that it has extra flavor.
In any cooking show, if Uncle Roger see rice going into saucepan, I know it's not gonna end well.
It's up to a boil. Now we're going to reduce to simmer, and I'm going to add coriander seed.
Coriander seed? No! What the hell? Why are you putting random shit into your rice? You put coriander seed in like this when the rice done cooking. You're not gonna be able to take the seed out. You're eating fluffy rice and then suddenly you got crunchy coriander seed in there. Who wants that? You're gonna break your tooth.
This kind of reminds me of Jamie adding some chickpeas or garbanzos to the rice in the kind of butter chicken. If you're gonna be cooking the coriander seeds that long with the rice, you shouldn't break a tooth. Unless you get like a pebble, then you might.
Lid on. You know the drill here.
The drill is to use rice cooker.
And let that cook up about 15 minutes. Turn it off. Let it stand 5 minutes more. For our chicken that's just been gently simmering,
But at least the adobo look okay.
we're going to take it back out. And then we're going to turn the heat up because now we have all the juice from the chicken itself.
When you're reducing the liquid, if it's not thick enough and it's still too runny, you can add a little slurry of cornstarch to that. Not too much, but a little, and it'll help thicken it.
I fished out the 5 fresh bay leaves from our adobo sauce for our chicken. Meanwhile, I cooked rice. Now I'm going to finish with a nice fat sprinkle of toasted sesame.
No.
Gives it a great extra crunch.
Oh my god, niece and nephew. Look at this rice. That rice look disgusting. A clumpy rice with raw boiled garlic and coriander seed lying around. Uncle Roger's so upset I have to put my leg down from chair. Hiya. Niece Rachel, what you doing? The adobo looking okay. All that left to do is to make plain simple white rice. And you still fuck it up, hiya.
He's right. She could have just made some simple white rice, or she could have fried the rice if she really wanted some actual texture with it, instead of boiling the rice with crispy things. Chicken stock, garlic, coriander seeds, and now sesame seeds.
Hiya.
With a nice fat sprinkle of toasted sesame.
You don't need sesame seed. You need Jesus.
You need Jesus.
And anything that adds texture and flavor, I say go for it.
No, don't just... don't.
And anything that adds texture and flavor, I say go for it.
What is white people obsession with texture? Plain white rice, the texture perfect. No need to add random shit texture to it. What the hell? Asian people, we eating white rice for millions of years. It's good enough for us. Fuck your texture. Texture not something you put to fix your shit food.
I admit, I think she would actually benefit from using a rice cooker.
Toasted seed, sesame and coriander, lots of garlic, and pour that sauce down over our chicken.
The adobo actually look good.
And then we're gonna top the chicken with our jalapeno,
Jalapeno wrong?
our green onions,
Green onion, okay.
Why even add jalapenos?
a little cilantro or parsley.
Cilantro or parsley? No. You're making the same mistake nephew suit guy make. Parsley in adobo.
A little cilantro or parsley.
And also cilantro and parsley, not the same thing. How can professional chef not know this? Just because they both tiny green leaf, parsley and cilantro still completely different thing. One tastes like shit, The other tastes like cilantro.
Coriander seed in the rice.
She's a wannabe chef, a self-made celebrity chef actually, and therein lies the problem. Flat leaf parsley has a strong flavor, but it does not have the same flavor as cilantro. If you like it, okay, that's fine, but I prefer cilantro when and where I can use it. I love cilantro. Not everyone does. Some people say it tastes like soap, but I love it.
Nice!
And there's that voice that scares Uncle Roger.
Stop clapping. Stop clapping. How they get this audience in?
Oh, do you want to check out professional chef destroying rice? Come, I got just a show for you.
The video such promising start, and then Niece Rachel just lose her way with the rice. Hiya. Niece and nephew, my next video, Uncle Roger gonna make adobo. Show you how it done. So subscribe now if you haven't. Bye-bye.
To be fair, it is pretty hard to really mess up adobo. I mean, of course you still can. If you want to see two good adobo recipes or Filipino adobo recipes, then check out Joshua's video and Andy's as well, because both of them were really good. Don't forget to give this video a like, give it a share, and when we reach 500,000 subs, we will be making our own egg fried rice. And hopefully Uncle Roger will review it. Until next time guys, check out this other video here, and I will see you again soon. Until then, take care.